Roads continue to be one of the biggest impacts left over from this weekend's storm. Schools across the region are closed again tomorrow because of road conditions on rural and secondary streets. The Arkansas Department of Transportation told us today more resources will now be shifted to the River Valley and parts south of the state. They also said a good chunk of the salt supply has been used up.
Most storms in Arkansas, we burn about 15 to 18,000 cubic yards of salt. As of Monday morning, we had burned 23%. So we'd already exceeded a typical storm. I think when all is said and done, we'll go through 30% almost of our 78,000 cubic yards for this entire storm. That's a pretty good number.
As the region digs out from the weekend storm, it also sparked a surge in business from service crews to hardware stores. 5 News reporter Lauren Spencer shows us how, for many, there were no days off.
A lot of businesses took snow days this week, but for plumbing and heating crews, they say that work was just heating up. They took nonstop calls from homeowners dealing with frozen pipes and failed systems.
Whether plumbers, electricians, HVAC guys, it was all hands on deck.
After a big week of winter weather repairs,
the phones were absolutely ringing off the hook.
Pascal Air Plumbing and Electric says major issues can come with those majorly cold temperatures. And before that next cold snap, get prepared. Protect the pipes, keep a steady indoor temperature, and make sure your heating system is ready.
Preventative maintenance, whether it be on your HVAC or on your plumbing or getting your electric panel service.
The need for help was great, but they say they were prepared for anything the storm threw at them.
But any technician that could actually make it out, a lot of guys, they volunteered.
The same goes for hardware stores.
Come Saturday, we had a massive mob of after snow shovels, ice melt, sleds for the kiddos, and we were out of everything.
Customers came to the Ace Hardware in Tawnytown grabbing whatever was left to dig out.
We sold so many shovels, we didn't even have enough shovels to do our own front porch.
And now they say they're restocked and ready just in case winter isn't finished yet.
We had a semi come in and brought us all the stuff that we'd been lacking on.
And as the road slowly improved, more drivers took their chances.
We have been extremely busy,
keeping tow truck drivers on their toes well after the storm passed.
We've received over 4,000 calls. We have ran probably 27 or 3,000 of them.
Covering news where you live, Lauren Spencer, 5 News.
It's a similar story from an Oklahoma City HVAC and plumbing company. They say their call volume increased from seeing 300 calls per day to 500. Everything from heaters not being able to keep up to frozen water pipes. Company is reminding you to be diligent about keeping your home safe, especially as we see another big dip of below freezing temperatures in the next couple of days.
Prevention. That's the best thing they can do. Making sure pipes are constantly running. Everyone always says to do a drip. Do a steady pencil thick stream, always.
Other advice from Yarborough and Sons: disconnect outdoor hoses, make sure furnaces are set to a temperature in the upper 60s to lower 70s. We also heard from a local hospital today on how busy its emergency rooms got during the winter storm. Baptist Fort Smith told us they saw some hypothermia cases this weekend. They also told us they've seen an increase in injuries because of slipping and falling on ice alongside respiratory illnesses, which they're used to seeing this time of year.
Definitely seen some increase in the respiratory illnesses because a lot of time when the air is this cold, people with underlying asthma issues or heart failure, heart conditions, they can kind of see a increase in their symptoms and seek out emergency care.
They also saw some carbon monoxide poisoning cases, which they say was due to people not using generators properly or even bringing grills inside to keep the house warm. We have seen several structures collapse statewide because of the weight of ice. In Saline County, Arkansas, the Fairgrounds Rodeo Arena had some significant damage overnight. Tanya Moderzitsky shows us the moment it all came crashing down.
it's sad. A lot of what I do think is heartbreaking to a lot of people is we're ran by volunteers.
The weight of the ice was too much for the rodeo arena at the Saline County Fairgrounds. For decades, this arena has been the heart of rodeo season in Saline County. Saline County Fair Association President Dustin Parsons says they're booked every weekend by competitors, practices, and youth groups coming.
And it's kids, and that's one of our biggest sad parts of this was the kids and wanting to make sure they are able to still do what they love to do. But as of right now, they are hoping to secure this by a new location.
Parsons says they're already looking for what's next.
So if we can get it cleaned up in the next couple months, we'll just have an open arena until the next steps of rebuilding and what that looks like.
Saline County Judge Matt Brumley says the arena will come back bigger and better.
Because of the proven track record that they have for others and their passion behind what the Saline County Fairgrounds means in this arena, we will build back. It will be better than ever.
Parsons already saddling up with new ideas too.
I have a feeling some of the flaws that we might have had in the way the audience sat in there might have been more of an obstructed view, but we feel confident that we'll be able to fix that. And so when we come back, when we say bigger and better, we're really talking bigger, better, and better for the community.
New tonight, a new law set to go into effect in less than 2 weeks will impact business owners in Bella Vista. It requires any for-profit business to get a license. City says businesses have until April 10 to get that license. They'll need to renew it every year. It'll cost $25 to initially get it and then $10 to renew it every year. If a business is not compliant by April, they can face daily fines of up to $500. Owners can find applications on the Bella Vista website or at the city's permitting office. A new lawsuit set to be filed in Pulaski County is seeking to strike down abortion bans in Arkansas. We obtained a copy of the lawsuit, which has not yet been filed, through Amplify Legal, the group behind the case and an arm of the advocacy group Abortion in America. Lawsuit claims the state's abortion laws are unconstitutionally vague and would not survive court review. Lawsuit details 4 separate mother encounters with state abortion laws. 2 are from Fayetteville, 1 is from Fort Smith. You can read their alleged stories alongside responses from state officials on our website at 5newsonline.com. There is a new name in the drawing for the Republican primary in the Arkansas Senate race. Jeb Little says he's challenging incumbent Senator Tom Cotton for that seat. Right now, he is an Arkansas State Trooper and a former National Guard medic. Micah Ashby is the only other candidate so far who has said is running in the Republican primary. 2 Democrats are looking to win their party's primary. Both election primary dates are set for March 3rd. The Fayetteville Advertising and Promotion Committee approving an agreement with NWA Equality to support the annual Downtown Pride Week Festival. According to that agreement, Experience Fayetteville will provide $30,000 to NWA Equality for festival funding for the next 5 years. NWA Equality posted a statement on its Facebook page saying, quote, "This investment represents a meaningful portion of our annual Pride budget and provides the long-term stability needed to plan with intention." 2 James Beard semifinalists are from right here in Northwest Arkansas. Chef Jason Paul of Heirloom and Onyx Coffee Lab, both housed in the historic 1907 building in downtown Rogers, showcasing great food and drinks that have travelers coming from near and far. J.R. Shaw is executive director of Destination Rogers, remembers a time this very building was nearly forgotten. Now it's a symbol of Rogers' revival.
Standing in this building when there was nothing here, and it was about this time of year and it was freezing cold in here, and they had all these drawings about what was going to happen, and nobody had any idea that this was going to be the result of what that was. So it takes courage, it takes trust to be able to develop things.
Shaw says he's proud of the national recognition Rogers has been getting and showing no signs of slowing down anytime soon.